Brother is asking a very big question that requires a long time. What are the evidences of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's existence? Yeah, now I can give you a long answer or a short one. But you know what? On YouTube, there are so many amazing, reputable, intelligent, intellectual speakers, both men and women, who speak about the existence of God from all sorts of angles. And I really encourage you to go and listen to them and learn a lot from them, because there are always counter-arguments from people like atheists and so on. So if you want a deeper level, then go and listen to them, insha'Allah ta'ala. Just type Muslim speakers on the existence of God, and insha'Allah ta'ala, you'll find a lot of amazing, amazing material over there. But in a nutshell, in a very quick answer I'm going to give you, Habibi, look into yourself. Anybody who says about God, say, look into yourself. You are born with a natural intuition that we already feel from birth. Nobody needs to convince us that we feel that there is a higher being that is above us, who's controlling everything, and who is the creator. We have this feeling that even in science, they don't know yet what was exactly before the Big Bang and what was before the molecules and atoms that were there. And yet they're still searching. The fact that we are still searching, why? Because intuitively inside of us, this curiosity, this intuition tells us, are we alone? Where did we come from? So this is called a fitrah. I know atheists who we tried to debate for a very long time, and then one day, one of them, he was a professor at one of our unis, he said, one day I'm just sitting at the beach on a rocky place with a bit of a cliff, and I'm just pondering and just looking at the ocean, at the sky. And I let go, and suddenly I said, whoever created this is phenomenal. And then he says, I noticed I actually believe in God. So within ourselves, we can tell. Number two, the Prophet ﷺ said, how do you know that a camel has passed by? They said, Ya Rasulullah, with footprints, footsteps, and the dung which they leave behind, the droppings. So we said, you know that without seeing the camel? They said, yes, sir. And Allah has signs. To Allah belong the best of examples. So I used to say to the Bedouins, just like you see the effect of something that passed by, you knew that it was there and you can describe it. Look around you, and the more you ponder of the universe and yourselves, ask yourselves the questions, how can this be? How can this be? Now, I'll give you a very quick one as well. I've done actually a lecture on this. You can go on my YouTube clip. I'll talk about it in detail. I gave an example of this table, and I'm going to ask you a question. What's your name? Huh? Noah. It's on social media now. Noah. If I asked you with your intelligence, who made this table? A human or an animal? What would you say? A human. Why did you say human? You know that the human has the intelligence to make it. What else? You know that the animals do not have the intelligence and capacity to make it. Right? Okay. You might not make it, but did you see the one who made it? Yeah. Did you see the one who made it? You didn't see him. Did you meet the guy who, or the factory who made this? No. We didn't meet the people, right? We don't need to. The fact that you look at its design, what made you think it has to be an intelligent person? The design. The design, isn't it? Does it have a purpose? So it's not just designed for no reason, it has a purpose. So that means there is an active intelligence planning consciously with a goal and designing it to that goal. Now, if you told me that this was made by a human being with that intelligence because you see there is a design and a purpose, and now apply this to everything else in the universe, which you have no control over. The sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, the solar system, yourself, your hair, your nose, your skin, your atoms, your DNA, all of it. Does it not have a design and purpose? Every single creation in the universe has a design and purpose. And astronomers tell you that the universe is designed so intricately, it's so much in place, so perfectly, that if anything moves a little bit out of place, the universe will cease to exist. If the earth moved a few centimeters away, it'll freeze. Or if it gets too close, a few centimeters or meters, we will scorch burning. Anyway, that's just something for you to think about, inshaAllah ta'ala.